Have yourself a dangerous ducky Christmas, because it's been a wonderful leaf.
Out of smoke and he appears, master of surprise. Who's the cunning mind behind that shadowy disguise?
Darkwing Duck's Lone Holiday Special actually had a single DVD release as part of that Disney Movie Club rewards thingy. Unfortunately, there's nothing super different about this release of the episode. It's got a menu with some cutouts, much like I usually do. Even the Darkwing Duck logo is just a cutout from the intro that doesn't even cut between all the letters, and that's kinda lazy for an actual Disney release. Another odd quirk about this is it plays the credits theme but awkwardly loops parts of it instead of just playing it normally for some reason. This episode also made it onto VHS, but there it was paired up with a Christmas Goof Troop episode, so it's kind of weird that the DVD has less. So yeah, take that, Random Movie Club DVD! Darkwing had an actual, albeit very short, Christmas crossover with some other Disney afternoon shows, but Goof Troop wasn't a part of it. Instead, it was just DuckTales and Tailspin.
Hey, it's Santa's sleigh! Here! Uh-oh. Look what I found! Oh, we're sorry.
Darkwing, you can hardly blame that solely on Goslin. He probably just feels awkward reprimanding characters from other shows that he doesn't know. I do particularly like that this copy of the ad came from an MITV airing, which was one of the 3 whole channels I had way back in the day before we got cable. Anyway, It's a Wonderful Leaf has a special title card on a Christmas card, where I guess Audubon Bay Bridge doesn't actually connect to St. Canard. Whatever, the important thing is that this episode immediately shows us the true Christmas spirit. I didn't see anyone pay there. I think there are way more criminals in this episode than Bushroot. People are also fighting over toys in the hall of the mall. Presumably it should probably go to whoever actually paid for it, but hey, maybe no one paid for it considering what we just saw.
What a bunch of pushy poinsettias. Christmas shopping gets more dangerous every year.
Yeah, here's our villain, the one making good points and not being an obnoxious shopper.
Why do I always wait till the last minute to do my shopping?
Why are you shopping at all, Bushroot? Especially at a plant shop, you live in a giant greenhouse, and everyone knows you gotta avoid those last-minute water can rushes.
Oh well, this watering can will be just fine.
Yeah, right, I'll take it!
Levi was here first. Yeah!
Was Bushroot the misunderstood hero of this show? Bushroot's story was always kind of underlined with tragedy. He kind of got pushed into the whole supervillain thing by those 2 stupid jock scientists who kept sabotaging his work, which left him rather desperate and led to that whole him turning himself into a plant duck thing. Then a little pig brat pulls out some of his hair and has the gall to cry about it when Bushroot rather calmly asks her not to do that.
Easy on the foliage, huh?
And then the evil customers just start attacking him.
Everyone treats me like last year's fruitcake. When I get done with Christmas, St. Canard will be glad it only comes once a year!
Well, you can't really blame them. I mean, Bushroot even had Christmas spirit before the jerks of St. Canard ruined it.
Let's get decorative. Launchpad?
I guess Launchpad will soon be joining Bushroot on the whole destroying Christmas thing. Goslin then shits things up by sledding indoors. This Christmas, everyone's a jerk.
I found this cool prehistoric sled and couldn't wait to try it.
That is my prehistoric sled.
Not anymore.
Of course, having destroyed a meaningful childhood toy of her father's, Goslin is very apologetic.
I better open my presents early.
Peace on earth! Give me presents!
I'm sure I put a sled on my Christmas sled.
Well, if you did, I guess it should go to Darkwing to replace his, you little jerk. And after that, all Darkwing asks is that Gosalyn waits for Christmas morning to open her presents, and the little brat can't even do that and has to be repeatedly stopped from ruining Christmas for the Mallard family. And Launchpad, who lives there too, I guess. Bushroot rallies some Christmas trees to his anti-Christmas cause, and considering they've been chopped down and are now slowly dying because of this holiday, I suppose that wasn't too hard of a sell. Step 1 of Bushroot's master plan is to steal that brat girl's Darkwing Duck figure and place it in that overalls weirdo's bag. Do these people just never leave the mall? Anyway, this gets them to fight over a toy, which is exactly what they were doing beforehand, so Bushroot really hasn't changed a whole lot.
Peace on Earth! Ouch! Give me that, you creep!
I think that Mall Santa had some issues in the first place, though having to deal with little brats all day would probably bring that out of you.
Spoiling Christmas is going to be easier than I thought.
Yes, Bushroot has turned all the jerks into jerks. At least he has a stockpile of red herbs for when the Resident Evil zombies show up. Don't know why someone left all these plants in the middle of the mall floor, though.
Ho, ho, ho!
Ho, ho, ho!
I want a drum.
Good, because I want you to beat it!
Tough, but fair. Bushroot then gets revenge on the little pig girl, which again is rather fair, and you know what, I've never really liked that little wiener tank.
You're not Santa. You're too skinny and too green.
He's too stupid to live as well, considering the green part probably should have been a tip-off that this is the only supervillain plant duck in town.
Did you really need to buy this many gifts?
Yeah, he does, because that horrible Gosalyn will either open or ruin all the ones already at the house.
Someone stole my fruitcake!
Someone stole my purse.
Someone stole my bell! This is a job for... Santa Claus?
According to this cover, I believe Santa wears a red mask, Darkwing.
There he is. There's Santa.
Good Santa!
These people are in for the shock of their lives once they hear about the fact that sometimes more than one person dresses up as Santa around Christmas.
Some sinister force is sapping this season's spirit.
I'm really not sinister, just misunderstood.
Agreed. Everyone else in the mall are the sinister ones. I do particularly like that Bushroot's need to explain himself actually gives him up to Darkwing here.
Using Christmas trees to ruin Christmas. Why, it's just not Christmassy.
But it is holiday-y.
We've got a Christmas to kill!
Harsh. Couldn't you just send Christmas to the next dimension?
Suck tinsel, pinecone breath.
Nice decorations.
Somehow that's not what I expected.
Who loaded the gas gun with decorations then?
If I only knew which way Bushroot and those holiday hooligans were headed.
We could follow that trail of pine needles.
Sure, if you want to do it the easy way.
Hey, who ate the heads off all the gingerbread man? I wanted to do that.
You see, Bushroot can't kill the spirit of Christmas when it's already been buried and rotting for months.
A gift worth giving is a gift worth taking! Oh no!
Yikes! Now that is rather creepy. This shot could have been in that Twin Peaks episode. Now, while I am fairly impressed with Bushroot's Pine Tree Bandits plan going this easily, what I'm even more impressed by is how uniform everyone in St. Canard's Christmas trees are. I guess no one in St. Canard is into artificial trees either.
Oh, the wonderful life!
But then the ghosts of the dickhead scientists he killed show Bushroot what Christmas would have been like if he was never born. And it turns out that nothing really changed, so Bushroot kills himself, wrapped in plastic. You know, so he stays fresh.
Your Christmas crime spree is canceled.
Oh no, Darkwing's a part of cancel culture. Am I right, guys?
It's time to do a little Christmas tree chopping.
I feel like that should be Darkwing's go-to weapon. His villains probably wouldn't reoccur as much.
Quick, somebody unwrap me.
Shouldn't we wait until Christmas morning?
Was your callback really worth it, Gosalyn? Huh? Was it? Gosalyn really does almost get them killed with this stunt, so that bit really wasn't that far off. Guess we really didn't need the Goof Troop episode. Launchpad seems to be turning into Goofy himself here. And after crashing on the Santa sleigh, Goslin almost kills everyone again!
Way cool! Look at all the presents! Can I keep them?
At least she again shows plenty of remorse, though.
While you three play Santa and return these gifts.
How are they gonna know where to return most of it to? And stop teasing us with giant weapons that you aren't really gonna use, Darkwing. What he ends up doing is putting Bushroot and his tree muscle goons on ice. So, yeah, there's no justice for Bushroot and all the evil mall rats go unpunished.
Yeah. Why so glum? You've returned all the stolen gifts?
All except Honker's family. Their presents were missing.
I wish there was something we could do.
Oh, it's okay.
I bet stupid Herb Muddlefoot just sold them all to buy gingerbread men and then eat the heads off them.
It's Santa Claus!
Tank apparently wants Santa dead, but Darkwing Claus surprises him from the window and Tank gets murdered by his own trap. Really though, this is the last appearance of Tank in the show, so I guess the Muddlefoots never found Tank stuck in the chimney until it was too late.
You know, Goslin, giving the Muddlefoots your presents was a pretty nice thing to do.
Hey, this shit isn't anything I asked for! Worst Christmas ever!
Card reads, to Goslin from Santa.
My very own sled!
When did you get her that?
I didn't get it. I thought you... Wait a minute. If you didn't get it, and I didn't get it, then who?
It must have been Bushroot! This is a fun Christmas episode, and one I remember watching fondly around Christmas growing up. It's still quite funny with some of the quips, but it's also rather amusing looking back at how Bushroot really was wronged, and he probably would have just done his Christmas shopping and went home if everyone at the mall wasn't such a monster. So remember, plant ducks are people too. Just let them buy their last-minute water cans and we can all have a happy holiday.
I don't like this movie, doesn't too friendly. This bootleg is so fake, that toy is gonna break. Phelous, don't let me down, you need to be around. Grab that chocolate pizza, I even like it cause I want. Phelous, so Phelous, bring on Mortal comedy. Phelous, so Phelous, an animation movie. Phelous, so Phelous, what really is so fun? Phelous, so Phelous, what's your opinion about?
How does Negaduck spend his holidays? Especially since he can't be home for Christmas to see his adopted daughter anymore since the entrance to his dimension was closed off. Some real sad, unexplored stories there. Bet that would have been in season 4.